Hello and welcome back to Alteryx Weekly Challenge with me, Nick Bignell. This is challenge number 43 and the second of the European Inspire Grand Prix rounds. This is another data prep intermediate level, and the contestants would have had 10 minutes to attempt this particular round. Okay, so basically it looks like we just have 3 questions to answer. It always sounds simple. Following their initial data prep that we did in challenge number 42, the Leeds government has several ad hoc questions they would like answered. Complete the following 3 steps to obtain the results. Identify the postcode area with the most casualties affected by an accident. And for 2015, what percentage of casualties of accidents occurred on or after 1st September? And compare the 2015 number to 2014 for a basis, i.e. please calculate the percentage of casualties of accidents that occurred on or after 1st September 2014, and how many percentage points did 2015 differ from 2014? Okay, so let's start with the first one, which is identify the postcode area. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So this is the data we had from last time, and if we look down here, we have a YXDB file which has got spatial objects and then the postcode Leeds postcode area. Okay, so let's have a quick look in here. We've got Y and we've got centroid X and centroid Y here as a location. So let's what we can use there is the spatial tools. So if we create a point from this data, let's just drag in. So it's already picked up X and Y centroids, already picked up the fields and lat and long, and that looks about right, so we're just going to run that. Now what that should do is give us we're going to click on the actual outgoing, a centroid point, a spatial object basically. Now if we then join that with the postcode data, and then we can let's run. Oh, that usually helps if I actually join it on that spatial object. So centroid is what I want to join it on, but it's not letting me choose centroid. So let's try with the information from this one and try and work it the other way round. So we have items to output, so we want the centroid as X and Y fields because we now have that. So let's just run that and see what we get. Now we have these centroid X and Y. These are polygons. So we want to know if this is in that. Is that a spatial match than what we need? So first of all, we want to create we do want to create a spatial object in here, and we run it, and I run it on the left and right, and then here we have the target. So this is a spatial object centroid that we've just created, and then we want to bring in this spatial object universe spatial object polygon to see whether the target contains the universe, or do we want to do it the other way around? Where target within universe, that's what we want. Okay, and then we run it again, and what we should have is a match. Yes, so we now have a postcode area for each one. So that's the identify postcode area with the most casualties affecting the accident. Okay, so we can then just summarize that on the postcode area. We want to group by, and we want to count this didn't count, I guess, the results, and then sort it to get the distinct count descending, and the highest one will be at the top. Okay, so it's LS8. So there's a bit of browse at the end, and LS8 is the answer, so that's good. Now moving on, for 2015, what percentage of casualties of accidents occurred on or after the 1st of September? Okay, so what do we have? So we have accident date. Is that a date field? Accident date. So we do have the date field over here. So we can just basically take a filter. I think it's probably the easiest thing. And then we want to filter for, so if we take date is a range, and we want to take from the 1st of 2015, and then we'll take 2015, we'll take the 12th month and the 31st day. Okay, so that should just give us the 2015 numbers, and then all we need to do then is let's check we just got 2015. Yep, and then we can just take equal or greater than 1st of September. So 150901. Okay, so that should give us, so we run that, give us an error. Field must be selected. Oh, I was doing it on the wrong one. That's brilliant. So we undo that, and then we want to do the date again, and is greater than 1509, and then 01. Okay, so that will give us 978 out of, plus, that's the total for 15 out of 2,600. So if we just sum this, we just want to know the total number. So we count the reference number. Okay, that gives us a number, and then if we just do the same thing here, but we take this one, we distinct count, and then we just append them together. Okay, what we've got then is interesting. So these are, yes, because you've got duplicates in there. Let's just read the question carefully, because we did say percentage of casualties. Okay, so we don't want distinct, because this is casualty passenger, so we've got a number of them in the same. So we don't want distinct from the actual reference number. Okay, so let's change this then as well. We just want to count, not distinct count. And then we'll just change that count descending. Okay, is it still the same one? Yeah, it's still LS8. But this one we also want to do just count, because we don't really care if there are multiple in there. We still want to count them. Okay, so we get there, yeah, 2,664. So we just then have to do a simple formula, which is percent after except 1, and it's count divided by source count. I think we just times it by 100 to give an actual percentage. Okay. I'll give that double. Okay, run. There we go. So 36.7%. Round on the end of that. Now we need to compare that to the number for 2014, so we can repeat all of this. Down here. And what we'll do, oh, not that one, this one. And what we'll do is just change this to 14. 14. Missing some. Why am I missing bits of this? Hold on. Start that again. We need that bit as well. Okay. There we go. And then we can change this to 14 as well. Okay, and then run that. Well, missing a line there. Let's put that in. Run that. Okay, and that's 35.9. So, please calculate the percentage of counties that have occurred on the after 24. So that we've just done that. How many percentage points did 15 differ from 14? Okay, so what we can do is we can just append these two together. And what we've got is the two dates, so 2014 and 2015, and then we can, so we want to take, just want to take a formula, the difference in percentage. So diff equals, I'm never quite sure whether it's, let's take that and then minus that. Okay, so let's run that. So the difference is 0.78%, or whether they mean by the percentage point, how many percentage points did 2015 differ from 2014? So that's just 2015 as a whole. So I'm going to say that's one way of doing it, and it's the percentage difference between the overall for that particular, those particular. So there was an increase of. The other way you can look at it is percent. We do this if we take one divided by the other, that will give us the percentage change. So we do source there divided by the other one, and we times by 100. Oh, and then we put in a double and run that. Yeah, so the change, well, it depends which way you're looking at it, but it's a 2.2% change compared to a 0.78 if you take just the difference. So I guess it depends on, it's not exactly clear. Please calculate the percentage of calculators, absolutely good. And how many percentage points did they differ? So I'm going to say that's 2.2% difference. But you can argue it. Thanks very much for watching. See you again next time.